Hello, welcome to Web Design. My name is Mr. Russell. I've been a teacher at Irvine High for almost 25 years now, and I'm very familiar with this curriculum. I've done it almost since I started here a long time ago. So this class is made up of Web Development A and the Advanced Web Staff. Web Development A is an introductory course, survey course of web design. And the majority of students will move on and take Web B in the spring. And I also have a small group of students that focus on the school website and various projects throughout the year of my more advanced students. So again, my name is Gary Russell. My best contact is at garyrussell@iusd.org. My school phone is 936-7173. But I am difficult to reach through my phone because my office is in one space and I have two other classrooms. So I can be a little tricky to get a hold of, but emails I'm always checking all the time. We will regularly meet on Mondays from 9 to 9:40, which is on our anchor day, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8:30 to 9:55. We'll be doing most of the work in class, and so there's really very little homework to work on unless somebody's behind or they want to improve their project, but that opportunity is there. All the materials we're going to do are available through Canvas and through an internet host that we use called Riplet. So it keeps a nice organized directory of all their work. If students complete Web Development A and B, it meets the UC CSUG requirement. So as of about a year ago, or actually 2 years ago, it now receives credit or college level credit. Okay, so what is web design? So web design basically for us is creating a web page. That's everything from a host relationship to presenting it, the ethics that go with it. We'll be focusing mainly on HTML and CSS, especially in Web A. And then as soon as we move on Web B, we continue to focus on more advanced CSS, and we bring in concepts like JavaScript. It is a code-based class, so instead of it being a design-based class, because web design is kind of a design and a code world, we are focusing on the technical side, which is writing the code to create websites. The goal in the class really is to get students exposed to web design, hopefully help spur on some interest in either web design or computer science. And for some, it's just enough they're getting some knowledge that down the road when they have to build a web page, they'll be familiar with it and we'll be able to edit it beyond just the basic templates. All right, the class is broken into two basic grades. So 80% of the grade will be classwork and projects, which are going to be web-based. And currently we're working or finishing up, it's called the Intro to Internet unit, and that's 20% of the overall grade. And the Intro to Internet section is more traditional. It's an assignment. They complete the assignment. We discuss the assignment. There's a formal test where everything else in the class is going to be project-based. So the classwork they're doing will be either task or full projects that are submitted in and graded for the completion of that project. Grading scale is 90, 80, 70, 60, very traditional. And this class really should be an A or B level class. If your student's getting a D or an F, they're probably not turning in their work. So the more that we work together to make sure that they get on task, the better chance they have of doing well in this class. So Canvas is the main resource. Everything's available in Canvas, all the assignments. There's some lesson support. There's some walkthroughs. There's various different things we're going to do that's available. A lot of what I do in class, once we get to the presentations, is I will actually walk through kind of a practice with all the skills that they need, and they're typing along with me, so we're working, experimenting together, and then they get an assignment that's associated with the notes that we walk through. So depending on the assignment, a lot of that is listed in Canvas also, but it's a lot easier to be in class while I'm going through it, so when there's problems you can catch up on it real easily. Now that we're about 2 weeks in, or getting a little over almost 2.5 weeks in, I'll be transferring all the grades from Canvas over to Aries. So I always give it about 2 weeks to let the classes settle down, so those grades should be popping up. If they're not already by the time of this presentation, they will be up very shortly. And highly recommend, if you've not created a parent observer account in Canvas, that you create one, because you can track not just web design but all your students' classes and it's just an easy way to see if anything is missing. Again, the formal grades will be in areas. The Canvas grades do not always match exactly because the Canvas grades don't deduct if you don't submit the assignment. The keys to being successful is attend every day. Attendance is everything in this class. There are opportunities to get caught back up. If you don't receive full credit, you're expected to fix it and submit it back in. If you're missing something, you want to get those assignments turned right away. And also, there's a flex time that we're using Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. That's always available to students to take advantage of. And that's from 10:08 to 10:25, 3 days a week. All right. My email, again, is GaryRussell@IUSD, or you can use Canvas Messenger, but quite honestly, the IUSD one is the best for students. Most of the communications are through Canvas, unless it's something specific, not about like an assignment or something like that, but about another issue they might have. And I try to respond as fast as possible. All right, so that's just a very quick overview of what web design looks like. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or I didn't cover anything that you thought I would, and I will get back to you right away. Have a great night.